Hello and welcome. I hope you're having an awesome day and I hope spring is being sprung where you are from. I'm still dealing with some winter here, but I want to do some floral and I've been doing some of the floral with lots of lavender. This is my fourth in this series. And today I'm also going to be bringing in this Daisy Delight. You're a designer and a artist, you heard me say that, but I also love to do floral arranging. And so on this one, you can see all the different floral that we can add to this floral. And so we are going to create a floral arrangement. I've been using this particular bouquet on the last three of the series. This time I'm going to turn it this way. And I'm going to make a floral arch or floral swag, as you might have heard it called. And I'm going to be adding into this some other elements from the Daisy Delight. And I'm also going to be using the lots of labels. As you can see here, this exactly frames the thank you. We may not use the entire width of it, but we are going to use this beautiful curved edge around the thank you. And also I'm going to be using the Perfect Plum and some Versamark, and I am excited to get started. So our first step in this card is to Versamark and then clear emboss this sheet of Perfect Plum that we will then later adhere to our cardstock, which is 5 by 6.5 white. And setting that aside, we're going to work on the Perfect Plum. So we'll just get this all nice and ready for the Versamark with the embossing buddy so no other marks will happen. And just bringing in the Versamark, we're going to just stamp all over this piece of Perfect Plum. And we're going to be turning and twisting it. And then also we're going to bring in this little swag, which has a rose, for a little different look on this card than we've had in the past. What this is going to do is give us a beautiful background for our card. I chose to do a leaf in between some of that other flower and bouquet look. Bring in some leafy textures. So here is our beautiful watermark of the flourish and the little swag, some of the leaves. And it's just going to be a beautiful backdrop. We could have just Versamarked this, but as I thought about it, it wouldn't be as strong and it wouldn't be as shiny. And I just wanted that look. All right, and so we just have a piece of Whisper White, and we have Elegant Eggplant, Wisteria Wonder, Fresh Fig, Perfect Plum. And bringing in the green, we have Garden Green, Tranquil Tide, and the lighter version of green, the Pear Pizzazz. Those are the same colors we've been using in our previous cards. And I'm just going to bring in this and turning it this way, we're going to create this swag. So I'm going to take the Elegant Eggplant and just do as we've done before, just the top part of the flowers and leaves. Stamp this twice. And again, we will bring in the aqua painter because I'm going to want to paint on the colors. The bow is going to get covered up because we're also going to be using this swag right in there. And this will be created up here, cut out, and put on the top of there. But isn't that beautiful? You've probably remembered seeing a swag in your life. Maybe you're a floral arranger too, and then you totally know what a swag is. I'm going to do this in greens on the side and then try to get that middle a different colors. So I'm going to kind of create some of this floral now with our aqua painter. Come in with the pale plum, bringing, you know me, squiggling colors around. I'm going to keep the darkest down in the middle and bring lighter colors up top. Just kind of creating what we want it to look like. You can use the colors that you prefer. When you do floral arranging, it's like art, but with flowers, and so you can choose it to be how you want it to look. In any kind of art that I do, I like to have a handful of colors, not just one or two. It looks more natural. I usually, in my floral arrangements, have some sort of grapevine twig or curly willow or something. Now, I don't want all of these, I just want some. So we're going to go with this upper part right here, the pear pizzazz, and we look and see what part of it do we want to get in the ink pad. Coming over that spot that I went over, I'm just going to give it a little twig. Isn't that gorgeous? You love it when it works out. Okay, you can kind of see that my ink pad got on my stamp a little bit too thick in these spots. And so I'm just going to continue to take my chalk marker that I've showed you in the past. And throughout the time I work on this, I'm just going to keep layering that over that spot. But I am going to bring in more textures to this card. The first one I'm going to introduce is Night of Navy, or that look of the salvia. Possibly it's lavender. A lot of times it's a very dark purpley blue color. So I want to just see what this might look like. And I'm going to just stamp it off over here a second. Okay, yep, that's exactly what I was hoping it would look like. When we do this one, this right in the middle, we won't see it. We want it to be kind of flicking out like what we did with these twigs to control whether or not I'm doing this one or this one. Not both at the same time because there's no control in that. From here. Isn't that pretty? We're just literally creating a floral arrangement out of the stamps and the pads. Always when I make a floral arrangement, I do try to have a swag be similar. Doesn't have to be exact because nature isn't exact. It definitely has to be symmetrical. Okay, now this part is going to be putting the sentiment, which I've decided to do the thank you from the Daisy Delight, and I've decided to use my new Stamparatus. It comes with magnets. They're very strong. If they hit each other, they could even break. So I put a little of washi tape on there to just hold it down and to be able to take it off. They're very strong. It makes it easier to do that. And then you just position this wherever on your piece of paper. Now, why I decided to choose my Stamparatus is because sometimes it doesn't stamp exactly how you want it every time. Now, this also can have a nice lineup for you on these lines, so I can place it more exact how I would want it. You can stamp this several times with your Stamparatus, and if it didn't stamp perfectly the first time, you can go right back over the top of it. So just a couple of tips on the Stamparatus when you get yours. All right, I'm pleased with that. And now I will be using the lots of labels to cut that out. So I have my pieces here together and Fussy cut out the swag, and I have some foam adhesive to raise it up on the back, and I have a dimensional on this, and I have raised this one up, and I have my ribbon with a little glue dot on the back. So we're just going to assemble this now. And I've assembled all of it, and I'm going to do a couple last things to glitz this up a little bit. I'm going to put Wink of Stella all over it. This will give it some really beautiful shimmer, part of making it look like a professional card, I feel like. You'll see the shimmer on there. So much more beautiful. And then the glossy accents to my thank you. All right, so this is the final version of our card today, and I'm really happy with it. What I did do was I clipped off a little bit of the edges of our twig. It was looking a little bit like feathers or something else besides a swag and a floral arrangement. I also left no white around the edge. I came in with our different green colors and our purples again, just to make sure that there was no white edges from my fussy cutting. All the beautiful colors. I don't know if this camera can pick it up. And the gorgeous embossing. So this is shiny, this is shiny. Came back in here with a glossy accent, so that is very shiny as well. There you can see it. And then I did the Aurora Borealis from little metallic sequins from our catalog. So let's go over the elements. We had our lots of labels, and that was cut out but not completely used. I cut some of that off so it would be closer to the sentiment, and a gold baker's twine from my paper pumpkin, and then the aqua painter and our colored pads. So pretty simple, just a little bit of coloring instead of using markers. We're just using our pads. And I hope you love this card like I do. I think it's really summery, and it'll bring some really pretty color to someone when I send it to them with all my love and thank you. So I hope you send some love today too. Check out my links below if you need any of the items that we've used today, or go straight to my website if you need anything else. I hope you have an awesome day, and I hope spring is springing at your home. All right, thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. God bless you. Bye-bye.